Let's start over here. Say good morning. It's always interesting to talk to a screen, talk to a camera, when I don't even know if anybody's there. Maybe people will watch it now, maybe people will watch it later. I don't know. I'm enjoying doing this as a way to start my day, to get me into code mode, to get me focused, and to share my knowledge and to practice coding. I wasn't able to make it yesterday because the power was out all day long at my place, and apparently it's going to be out again on Monday, so the stream may or may not happen on Monday. We'll see. How am I feeling today? Feeling pretty good. I had a strange dream last night. I was on a beach with my wife and there was other people there. I'm not sure exactly who they are. If the audio needs adjustment, please let me know as well. Yeah, and there was all of a sudden these waves started coming in, and we were in this house, so we weren't too concerned because it was up above, but the waves were blowing and like the water started coming in, this giant flood, and started filling up more and more, and then the waves were bigger than the house, and then the waves actually took the house away and started floating, and then we jumped into this other building that was this floating building that was secure. So got into there, jumped off of that, and I'm not a good swimmer, so it was pretty terrifying. Jumped in, went into the building, was there for a while, and there's a bunch of us in there kind of waiting out the storm. When the back door opened, after a while, I think everybody was sleeping, time passed, the way dreams do. And then the back door, and there was a knock, and we opened it, and everything was frozen, and there was snow and mountains. We left. I think we had jackets at that point, not sure where they came from. I think that was the end of the dream. Anyways, that's how my night went. Let's get into the code. Okay, so yesterday we were working on, or not yesterday, the day before, we got the task list here. So let me pull up Figma where I was. Doing the design. So we got this working. We have, you can complete a task. You can add hours. Hours is disabled once you have completed the task. And so I think today I'm going back and forth between working on the gestures to remove, delete, which would be like you swipe if you're on a mobile, or I haven't really figured out how I want to do that on desktop. We also have the handle to add into here to make it so that this is draggable. And the nice thing, yeah, so here's the design. Let's just have that up and ready. Still on my laptop, still slow. Maybe this weekend I'll get around to finishing my desktop. Yeah, so we got these 3 little dots that I want to put into there as a handle for grabbing, and then we've got the edit and delete, which I had it originally that this fades out and this kind of comes, but I was seeing that a lot of the designs, basically the content moves over, not fades away. So this actually, I don't know if I need to do it in the design here, but essentially there'd be a mask and this stuff would still be visible but moved over and kind of hidden off the edge. So here's a task. One thing I'm just gonna play, I think framer motion. Let's hide that. Framer motion, and then we've got the article, and so I'm going to do it as a motion.article, just because I am going to want to be able to drag them. And with the new framer motion, it's as simple as that, I think. Module not found. Okay, so I haven't installed framer motion yet. Cool. Let's do that. Even though this is kind of jumping the gun, I don't recommend doing this. I think designing all the UI and then getting the interactions right is probably a better way to do it, but I like being able to drag stuff simply with framer motion. The gestures is going to be another part, so I'm going to probably have to have a containing div that is the gesture so that when you swipe over it, it detects that. Not exactly sure. I might have to do some playing with that to see how that's going to work. But in the task, we've got this, our hours. This div is our containing div, which is the options. No, that's called it options for some reason, but that's the task complete. Then we've got our task, and then we've got our hours. So I think actually I'm going to need to wrap this, and I hope this doesn't break anything, because we're going to have another task or div under here that will contain the comments, and then we'll have to have this little handle there to connect with it. But let's add in these comments and just see how this looks. Let's get this running again. npm run dev. So something I'm thinking, this styled task basically, oh, so this is actually going to be the same too. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'll make this a, because we've got 1, 2, 3. How do we do the options? It's got a width of 100 pixels. So let's just do that. Let's make this I'm gonna make this as a new component because it's gonna need to display the comments. Let's do that. But for now, let's put it in here. Styled comments. And we'll give this comments icon. So inside of here, actually, there's going to be an article. Comment. Move that into there. And this will be comment icon. Or comment image. So this is basically the profile image that'll be there. And it's going to end up being an image. For now, I'll just leave it blank. And then let's just put JB in there. And then this is going to be the comment text. And the comment text will be there, then we'll have the date, and then we'll have any attachments. So inside the comment text, there will be the comment, and at the bottom of that, or maybe I'll do it separate, so comment meta, we'll just do that, and we'll just say September 18, 2020 at 8 o'clock a.m. Is that the format that I chose? Yeah. That looks good. So this here then is going to need to be inside of a div. So maybe actually let's do this. This will just be the content. And then at the bottom we'll have the comment meta. This can be a span. And then we will have attachments. And this will be a conditional div if there are attachments. And for now I'm just going to put in, this is my file.pdf, and we will have the icon as well, so I'll need to put that in there, but let's just do this for now. We'll say screenshot dot JPEG, sure. So let's do that, and styled comments doesn't exist, so we're going to need to put that. I'm going to move it up here because I'm going to be pulling that out after. Equals style dot div. Sure. Okay, and everything's broken. Good. So it's actually this one here that needs to have the top part. So this is, I'll just give this task. And that means in here, this is going to be inside of task. And I think actually everything can be inside of there, but do I want to do that? No, I don't think so. Let's just try that. Oh, but actually no. I still want most of this stuff to be on the outside. It's just task, I want to move these. And there we go. Let's do a background color of red just to see what we're working with here, because I think the padding's on the outside of that. And I think that I want it to be in here. That's good, that's what I want. Okay. So styled comments, we want the same thing. We'll put a padding of 10 pixels in there. And then we will do display flex. Well, what we're doing here, we have our article with a comment. And oh, because this is just one comment. So yeah, okay. So there is potentially going to be multiples of these. So I'm going to do this. And this one will not have any attachments. And we'll just change up the date. And here we go. Actually, let's just grab from Figma. What did I do? Not that it really matters, but it kind of matters. Let's go here. Let's put that into the top one. Even though the comments aren't going to line up because this one talks about attachments. So actually I could do that. Let's just move these here. I think that works. But so we've got dot comment is going to be display flex. Comment image is going to be display flex. Yeah, let's just do oops, width of 100 pixels to make it the same as above. Oop. Where did not Firefox? Okay, and text align center. Oh shoot, oh no, that's Firefox. I thought I had hit refresh on Streamlabs. So let's do a dot comment plus dot comment. We will do a margin top of 25 pixels. And we do have class name comment underscore underscore image. So why Is this second one not that? Do I not have a class? Comment image, class name, comment. Just space these out a little bit. Oh, comment text, no. And then comment attachments. So this here, comment body, both of these will be in there, and then we'll need to do the same here. So I'm not sure why this one is not working. The second comment. Oh yeah, because this is in all comments now are gonna, or all tasks are gonna have these, even if I add another one, I think. Yeah, and that's fine. Oh, the task didn't, oh, and we are dragging. So yeah, that part works, obviously. I want to, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit here, but why is that how you do that? No. Maybe it's just like this. Maybe that's what you do. No. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. That was not important for what I'm doing. So yeah. Let's find out what's going on here. Whoops. I wish that you could undo resize windows. Let's do this and this to give a little bit more space. F12 for developer tools. And this has been showing up, I'm not exactly sure. It's in the header. Class name did not match. I don't know. So we got that. Comment image. Comment image. Why is the second one not working? Width 100 pixels. Article, comment. Here's my other. Width 100 pixels. Comment image with 100 pixels. Comment. Display flex, yeah. We got the margin top. Comment body. What happens if we get rid of that? Gets rid of that. We have that, and we have that. That's fine. Oh, maybe because the text is larger? What happens if I do a width auto on this, or width 200 pixels? So it's definitely the text that is causing that to push over. So this is because this text is so wide, it's pushing over that way. So what I might need to do is on here, do a word break word, break all, break word. No, that's not working. Display inline block? No. Let's try max width 100%. Okay. Let's take a look at the code again and see what we can figure out. So we do have a comment, and we have a comment, and we have a comment image, and we have a comment image. Let's look at the styles. We have a comment, any comment image. Let's align item center, and I want to flex start so that the image stays up at the top. Let's use place beard to get profile images. No, it's per donations. Place beard. Color. Here we go. Let's just do this. Let's put an image into here. So we're going to have the container, and then we're going to have the image. But it'll be the person's name. We do want a comment image wrapper. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Emit. Class name equals comment image wrapper, and that. And the reason we want that is because we want this to be circular. So we'll put the circular, we'll have the image full size scale down, and then we'll put the overflow hidden and circular on this, and we can do an object fit on that. Anyway, so image, that's that, and then inside here we have image wrapper. So this we can make it, so this is how we can make it a fixed size. We'll say 50 pixels and a height of 50 pixels. And we will do border radius of 50%. And the image in there will do object fit contain. Let's take a look what that does. It looks kind of cool, actually. What we need is width 100%, height 100%. And that's working, except because of the other style issue we're having, it's not. So let's do that. Let's do a different image. This will be Richard Attenborough, sure. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because this one's completed, which that makes sense. So let's style on this one here. So why we need to do overflow hidden. $30 and $30, is that gonna be too small? I do actually, I like the 40 and 40, but why? Oh, because I need this to be display block. Should already be display block, but let's do position relative. Display flex. I think maybe this needs to be whoops. Display flex. Oh, no, there we go, okay. Just because it's so interesting. It's so weird, like, CSS sometimes, like, you go along, everything works perfectly fine, and then every once in a while something that you think should be super simple and easy that you do 100 times just doesn't work exactly the way you want it to. So we have our image wrapper. Maybe I can do this on the image itself. Let's shrink this. I've done profile images tons of times, and for some reason it's not working today. Okay, so we have our comment image. This here should actually be display flex, align item center, justify content center. And actually we'll do align items flex start so that it's at the top. Then let's just give it a height of 100 pixels to make sure that it's align items flex start justify content center. Let's give this a background color of red just so we can see what's going on here. And if I do an important on here, is that going to push that paragraph over? No. Oops. So I think one thing I might try is, because of this paragraph here, oh, it already is inside of that. So this comment body, comment image and comment body. So weird. And this is definitely bigger than 100. So it should be the same as this. So something's definitely wonky. Yeah, this is only 67. So options is not actually even being set properly, even though we have an options with 100% or 100 pixels. So this is actually not even doing anything. So do we have a width on our H3 with 100%? So yeah, so without that pixels, it is definitely doing something, but not what I expect it to do. So in this case, rather than flex, maybe we do grid. Let's try a grid. Let's try a grid. Let's go into here, and we have our main comment. And template columns is going to be 100 pixels, auto, that's better, and we don't quite need 100 pixels, so let's try 80 pixels. Then our comment image is the first one. We don't need that because it's set by the grid. I'm gonna do a minimum height just because if the comment's too short, we do want it to be at least bigger than the image itself. So we'll do a minimum height of 50. And that way it should expand to the content. We do want display flex. We will do width 100%. No, it already has a width. So line item center, justify content. So this is the opposite. We want flex start, justify content center. Is that going to move it to the middle? There. Okay. And then we've got our image wrapper, and we want it to be display inline block. let's move the border radius up to here. Cover. Oh, I see. Okay, I know what's happening here. So contain puts it inside, so we can see what's happening here. If I get rid of this, this is the funny things with CSS, that if I do a background color of red here, now you'll see that it all was a circle all along. It's just that it's putting contain is making it so that the whole image shows up in this box, which if it's a wide image, it's going to have a top and bottom. So there's where that extra, okay, all that because of that. This is CSS, folks. We could get rid of that, and we're going to put this into cover. Cover will expand to the space, and now we are a little bit big, so let's do 35 and see how that looks. I think 30. And then I'm going to change the top into a grid as well, so that everything lines up just fine. Now let's go back to 35, but I want to know why. Oh, because paragraphs have margins. So in comments, let's just do some paragraph styling, margin. Let's do P, this is going to be inside comment text. Let's do it properly here. This is our comment image, right? Comment text. P, I'll put this into here. But we only want first child. Is that gonna work? Yeah. So now I think, like, if somebody was to add double paragraphs, the second one should still have normal margins. Perfect. So that lines up. Let's get rid of this. And we can decide if they can do multiple paragraphs or not. It could also just be one paragraph with line breaks in it. Who knows? We'll figure that out later. So that gives us that. Let's fix the top. And then I'll move this out. And our styled comments at the beginning is going to have 10 pixels around the whole thing, except for at the top. We probably want to push it down a bit more. So 25 pixels, 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 10 pixels. That gives us a bit more space at the top for that button. And so maybe the handle is in the comments itself. That would make sense. And that way it only shows up if there are comments. So this will be comment handle. I don't know if that's what I want to call it. Handle. Comment toggle. And for now, we'll just do click me in there. And then what I think I want to do is class name comment wrapper, so that the comments can be hidden and shown. So we do that. Perfect. Okay. And this will actually end up being a button. And so our comment toggle will be a width of 100% and text align center and a padding of 25 pixels and 0. 25 top and bottom, 0 on the left and right. And that should give us that. Now actually I can go back to 10 pixels all around. It is going to give us an extra bit of padding on the top. So maybe we don't want that. So maybe we do 0, 0, 25. 0 on the top, 0 on the right, 25 on the bottom, 0 on the left. Maybe then I can just do padding bottom, make it a little bit, make more sense. There. So now this click me, which does nothing now, is going to hide or show these here, and that will have to be passed in from above. So that looks pretty good. Let's style that date comment meta. Let's put that into here. Let's just do it here. Comment meta. And I know that we can do nesting within Sass, but I kind of like actually just doing it this way, so that I find it's a little bit more readable when you can find them individually. And you can always clean it up afterwards if it gets unruly. Font size 0.9 em. Font style, we'll do italic. Is that working? Yeah. And then let's just do an opacity of 0.9. 0.75. .5. Good. And what we can do on our paragraphs where they went here, let's do the opposite on the bottom one. So last child margin bottom of 0, so that that meta just hugs right up. that not working? Is it? Because it's the last and the first child? I don't think this span will have any, so that's fine. Interesting. CSS last child and first child? First child to the class means the element is the first child of its parent. Last child means the element is the last child of its parent, not only the element nodes. Count these pseudo classes, ignore text nodes. Last child is equal to p nth child 1. Last child not working when only one child. Just like the last child element. Let's try that. Nth last child 1. No. The last child element must satisfy in order for it to be selected. In the below snippet, you would see how the selected element differs depending on the rest of the compound selector. First of type is last of type? Is there an only of type? Okay. Because that is the element with class complete is still the first element of type at last item. Yeah, okay, so this last of type selectors select the first and last elements of each type under the parent. Okay, that seems to work. I do want to have a little bit of spacing though, so I'm going to put that on my meta, and I'll just do margin top of 0.5 m. We'll see, is that going to be 2? I think I might do pixels. 3 pixels. And I think I'm going to shrink this size down just a bit more. That works. Comment text, comment meta, and so to do change to grid to match comments. That works, and then Last thing I want to do, I think, padding 10 pixels, 25 pixels, and 10 pixels. So we'll just, that might not work actually. I don't want that. Whoops, there. I don't want that, because then when it's hidden, you'll have all that extra padding, so I may even need to adjust that anyway. Padding bottom 25 pixels, so actually we want, that won't work either, so I'm gonna have to play with that once we get the toggle working, because basically this padding's gonna show up when we click, so then there'll be just this extra space under there when you're not hiding, so I'm gonna have to move it into the comment wrapper. Actually, that's comment wrapper, that's what I need to do. Let me just do that while I'm thinking of it. Wrapper, padding top 25 pixels, and we'll get rid of it from here. Now the padding's all within this. Actually, we want that on the padding top end, so let's just do padding 25, 0, 25, 0. So now we'll have that spacing on the bottom that we want. That'll only show up when this wrapper is visible. Perfect. Might be a bit much, but we'll adjust that. That is it. I really want to get these attachments done now. I just want to style those. So let's put that into here. And this is going to be display flex, flex direction column, align item center, justify. I think that might be all I need. And it'll have a padding as well of 10 pixels and nothing on the sides. There we go. Let's just do padding top because we're going to have spacing below anyway. Perfect. A color. We'll do some theming on this afterwards. Text, decoration, underline, padding, 3 pixels, 0. Update, update, update. There we go. So we gotta add the icons. Let's just add some comments here. Move styled comments to new component. Hey there, Dota2 Attitude. I am in Alberta right now, in near Calgary. Move styled components to new component. Add icons. How are you doing today? Move styled components. Comments to new component. Add icons to attachments. Make toggle work. Cool. Doing some more refactoring. Yeah, that's refactoring is life. That's a good, actually I'm gonna mark that down. Refactoring is life. I have a meditation to get to. So it's so true. It is so true. I hate to just leave just as you're getting here, but 9:30 is kind of my cutoff for today anyway. And normally I would stay a little bit longer, but I got a meditation to do at 10 o'clock. So I need to go get myself ready for that. But I've been doing each day 8:30 till 9:30. I'm trying to do that 8:30 till 9:30-ish every morning, mountain time, so Alberta time. Notice the chat doesn't show up in this window anymore. There it is. Okay, maybe it'll show up after we're on there. But anyways, yeah, so good to see you here. Maybe if you're around, pop by tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I'm not doing the weekends. I might not be here on Monday because apparently the power's going to be out at my condo complex like it was yesterday. But hopefully I'll be doing most days through the week, 8:30 to 9:30 at least. Sometimes I'll stay later. But we will see you next time. Good luck with your refactoring. Have fun with it. Refactoring can be really fun. If sometimes I think like if I could find a way to just do refactoring, that would be fun, because like shrinking code down and making it work more functional, and there's nothing better than like having this big unruly file and then getting it down into like a nice small compact piece and everything in its place and organized. It's great. We'll be doing some of that next time with moving this styled comments into its own component. But beyond that, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you soon. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later.